Y'all know who this is, Davinci the poet, James Darnell. Like, comment, subscribe, click that notification bell so hopefully YouTube's algorithm can notify you whenever I release a new video. Okay, salute to my boy Trey Sense. He tagged me in this video. Sorry, my brother, that I've taken a while before I made this video. You know that I'm dealing with a lot. I'll talk about it a little bit at the end of the video. Not gonna go into full detail, so please respect that. But this video is called Men Lie, Women Lie. Not the concept that you think of, just like men are liars, women are liars. It's just basically 3 scents that men like that women don't, and then 3 scents that women like that men don't. So these are based on my wife. 3 scents that she likes that I don't, and then 3 scents that I like that she's not really a big fan of. So today's scent of the day is a new scent I just got. Not a new scent that's far as just being released. I think this is released in 2021. I got the EDP and the EDT, both at a great price for $15 a piece at Marshall's. This is Dunhill Driven Odep Parfum. This is a beautiful scent. A lot of people say it reminds them of Boss Bottled or Boss Number 6 or Boss Bottled Intense. I can see where they're going with that. It does have a strong apple note. This right here is great for the cooler weather, maybe even the springtime. It works. It projects pretty well. It lasts pretty long time with my skin. It's not a beast mode, but at the same time, you know it's there. I can still smell it right now on my skin. And some people prefer the Eau de Toilette better because it's a fresher, kind of lemon grapefruit based, I think. And but I prefer the EDP, and that's Dunhill Driven Eau de Parfum. Okay, so without further ado, you know what I always say before I begin. Roll that beautiful bean footage. Okay, so let's get started. I'm gonna start with the 3 scents that I like that my wife doesn't like. Then I'll move on to the 3 scents that my wife likes that I'm not a big fan of. So the first one is an old school classic 90s scent. This was a club scent that everybody wore. A lot of people don't like the reformulation. A lot of people say that, hey, this smells like medicine, or it's just too strong. It just doesn't smell good. And my wife thinks the same. And this is none other from the house of Yoop. It is Yoop Own. This right here has like 100 different notes in it. I like it. My wife doesn't. A lot of people say they prefer Le Parfum better. They prefer the Absolute better, but I mean, I have the OG and I like it. I have the shower gel, you know, different things like that. And I just like it. I mean, yeah, a lot of people compare it to Original Santal by Creed. Some people compare it to Mont Blanc's Individuel. I don't see the comparison, but at the same time, I do think this is a good scent. Yes, it's dated. It does smell like that old 90s vibe. It was popular back then. I know it's not as popular now, but that's from the house of Yoop. It is Yoop. Okay, so the next one is a good tobacco-based scent. It has a strange opening, but once it dries down, it is a beautiful scent. My wife doesn't really like the opening. She doesn't really like the dry down. So luckily it's not a super strong scent. And that is from the house of Versace. It is Versace the Dreamer. This is one of the first scents that I reviewed on my channel. So if you go back on my channel and look up the very first scent that I reviewed, I think it might have been Versace the Dreamer. Like I said, this is a good tobacco based scent. It is good to wear to bed. That's why it's called the Dreamer. It helps you to relax, things like that. I think it's a good smelling scent. Like I said, the opening is kind of a little bit weird, but it dries down to a beautiful tobacco-based scent. And I just think it works. So that's from the house of Versace. It is Versace the Dreamer. And this is an Eau de Toilette concentration. The next one, I don't necessarily think that she thinks that this is a bad scent. I just think she thinks it's overpowering. This is a clone of Tom Ford's Ombre Leather. This is one that I rave about. I try to tell everyone when you go to your rack stores, your TJ Maxx's and your Marshalls, pick it up because you will always find it. This is a beast mode clone of Ombre Leather, probably the best clone of Ombre Leather you can find. And that is none other than the House of Marauders Shield Black Leather Eau de Parfum. This right here definitely is really strong. It lasts at least 12 hours on your skin, and it pretty much almost projects pretty much the whole time. I mean, it has everything that Ombre Leather has in it. I mean, it is a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful scent. It does the job of Ombre Leather. If you don't want to spend Ombre Leather money, you can spend $15 and get this. There's also one by the House of Milestone called Ombre Leather with an A. You can get that one. That one really works well. I didn't buy that one since I already have this one. I did buy Tuscany Leather because I don't have a Tuscan Leather clone, even though they're all similar. But this one just does the job and does it almost too well. And this is from the House of Marauder. It is Marauder Shield Black Leather Eau de Parfum. Okay, so that was the three that I do like, that my wife really is like, you can wear them, but I'm not really a big fan of it. So let's move on to three that she likes that I'm like, I will wear them because you like them. The first one, which I was so shocked that she actually likes this. I bought it because it is a classic. I like to buy classic fragrances like this one, Yupon, Dracar Noir, Alfred Sung, things like that. So this is none other than Grey Flannel Eau de Toilette. You can get this at Ross for like $10. It really smells just like what it says. It smells like a Grey Flannel. I think it's heavy on the vetiver, maybe musk, stuff like that. I'm not really a big fan of it, but my wife was like, oh, that smells sexy. And I'm like, okay. So I keep it around, and I'll probably get another bottle because she really likes it. I never got compliments on this fragrance, so I think that speaks for itself right there. And I guess it just works for her. And it is a loud projector. It's pretty much a beast mode fragrance. To say it's so cheap, whew, strong. My goodness, it's all in my mouth. Like, it is strong, and I'm not really a big fan of it. But that is from the house of Jeffrey Beam. It is Grey Flannel Eau de Toilette. The next one is a clone of a Zerzal fragrance, and I know what you're thinking. Why would I not like a clone of a Zerzal fragrance? Because this smells, I'm assuming it smells just like it because it is from the house of Milestone, if I'm not mistaken. And Milestone, all of their clones are spot on to the originals. But to me, even though this is a unisex fragrance, this leans heavily feminine, almost like old lady type feminine. Like something that I would picture my grandmother wearing. And this is from the house of Milestone. It is Opera Eau de Parfum. And this is a clone of Opera Eau de Parfum from the house of Zerzal. To me, like I said, this gives off old lady vibes. I mean, I bought it because it was a clone of a Zerzal. And it's not a bad smelling fragrance. But at the same time, it is a fragrance that just smells old. Like I said, like an old lady. Like I would wear this to go play bingo or go to the casino or something like that, but nothing that I would actually wear, out and about. I wore this one time and I ended up having to take a shower and scrape it off because I just couldn't stand the old lady smell of it. I just couldn't. and that is from the house of Milestone. It is Opera Eau de Parfum, which I said is a clone of Opera Eau de Parfum from the house of Zerzal. Now, last but not least, I actually do like this fragrance. I do actually wear it every once in a while, but the reason why I put this on the list is because it is another one that leans heavily feminine. Not old lady feminine, but more like middle-aged feminine, more like 25, 30 on up. And this one is also a clone from the house of Milestone. It is a clone of Zerlin fragrance. I think it's like some kind of like some musk or something like that. But this is from the house of Milestone. It is Glorious Paris Red Musk Eau de Parfum. Now, since you see the bottle, you probably know what it's a clone of if you look up the Girl On fragrance. But they say it's spot on, but at the same time, I do feel like this is heavily feminine as well, even though they say it's unisex. Yeah, it's definitely heavily feminine. It reminds me of some feminine fragrances that I've smelled before, and it's beautiful. I mean, this is a beautiful fragrance. Just the only thing is that it's very, very middle-aged feminine, like super middle-aged feminine. You know, but my wife likes it. She's not really, wearing fragrances at the moment, but at the same time, if she wants these, she can have them. If not, give them to my sister or something like that. But a female that will actually wear these fragrances. And like I said, this is from the house of Milestone. It is Glorious Paris Red Musk. Okay, so that'll conclude it. That's been 3 fragrances that my wife likes that I'm not really a particular fan of, and then 3 fragrances that I like that my wife is not really a particular fan of. So like I said, going back to the beginning of the video, I'm not going to really get into details, but I am wearing this shirt for a reason. Just respect me and my wife's privacy at this time. I'm not going to go into any details, but at the same time, if I don't release videos as much as I would like, then that is why we're definitely going through a tough time right now, dealing with some things, and that's pretty much it. So like I always say, tell a friend to tell a friend's mother, father, sister, brother, cousin that Davinci the poet does poetry and scent reviews. I love each and every one of you guys. I appreciate all of you. If I can just talk to each and every one of you guys, I would. But for now, if you want to talk with me, post a comment down below. And that's it. Salute, peace, and God bless.